Welcome to Where's Wiseman? We're Emily and Matt, and we are so excited to be taking a 19-day cruise from New York to Iceland. In this video, we're spending 4 days in Greenland, visiting 3 towns along the rugged southwestern coast before cruising through Prince Christian Sound on our way to our next port of call in Iceland.
Come along with us as we explore these beautiful destinations and subscribe so you don't miss any of the fun.
Greenland wasn't what we expected. Maybe like you, we imagined snow-covered mountains, endless ice, and harsh conditions. And while that's definitely part of it, it's only half the story. Greenland is an autonomous territory within the Kingdom of Denmark and is the world's largest island. It's also one of the least populated places on Earth, with about 80% of the island covered by ice and most of the population living along the rocky coastline in towns perched on bare rock between massive fjords and glaciers.
These brightly colored houses aren't just for looks. In the long, dark winters, bold colors help people spot homes, buildings, and pathways. There are no roads connecting towns here, so to get around, people rely on boats, planes, helicopters, and in the winter, dog sleds. Greenland is a place shaped by ice, ocean, and resilience. Harsh, beautiful, and completely unlike anywhere else we've ever been.
After spending 2 days traveling across the Labrador Sea from Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada, we arrived at Maniitsoq on the rugged southwest coast of Greenland. Home to about 2,500 people, it's one of Greenland's larger towns, yet it still feels incredibly remote, surrounded by steep mountains, open ocean, and rocky terrain. Maniitsoq is a tender port, so the ship anchored offshore, and we tendered into the small protected harbor.
That thing's a-moving. The heart of the economy is fishing. Local fish factories process cod, halibut, and other species, and fishing provides significant employment for the community. We have our first stop here in Maniitsoq. Hopefully I got that right. Greenland, considered the Venice of Greenland because of the waterways. It's a beautiful little fishing village, and can't wait to walk through here.
And if you missed any of our previous videos, we are currently on a cruise. We left New York City. We had a handful of ports of call in Canada and France in North America, if you can believe it. And in this video, we're going to be sharing our various ports of call here in Greenland. And then we'll be heading on to Iceland to sail all around the island. So subscribe if you're not already, and we'll take you through Greenland in this video.
Let's go.
Let's go. I feel like it's starting to spit on us a little bit. Good thing we got the umbrella.
Getting a little mist. It is a balmy 44 degrees today. 7 Celsius, I believe.
We're just walking around the town here, taking in the sights. And I think we're gonna try to find a grocery store or supermarket, whatever that looks like here, because we're very curious how much goods cost in Greenland, if it's comparable to towns in Alaska where things are very, very expensive. So that's where we're headed now. Nearly everything is imported, arriving by air or ship, which means prices are high. There isn't much variety, but they have the essentials. Well, that was a fun stop inside the local grocery store, and I bought some candy. This is the most expensive candy I think I've ever bought. 52 krona, something like that, kroner. Salted fish. I'm not sure if this is gonna taste like fish or licorice, but we'll find out later. And I'll give you my reaction and we'll just tell you what the heck this is.
So we are approaching the stairs up to what they call the Eiffel Tower. Crazy viewpoint of town and the ocean, I'm sure, when it's clear. But 470 steps up.
Yay!
First step of 470. I'm gonna actually jet up and see how long this takes if you're just trying to get to the top. So wish me luck.
It is about 105.
You've gotta be kidding me. Holy shit. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 97, 105, a million.
Only been 4 minutes. Almost there. I'm dying. Approaching the top. 6 minutes. Well, we'll say 7 minutes. Wow, what a view. Okay, in case you're thinking about doing this, it's 470 steps. I booked it. Some could probably do it faster. I did 7 minutes, 1 second, quarter mile distance, 290 feet in elevation. So 300 feet in 7 minutes, not bad. You can go slow too. There's lots of places to rest, but the view is totally worth it. You can see the entire city, see our cruise in the background, the rocks formations, the valley, the fjords in the background here behind the building. Awesome. There's also I believe it's the Flower Valley Trail. You can take another 1.25 kilometers, I believe. So maybe a mile or a little under, and I guess the views are even better out there. But it's foggy, it's cloudy. We're gonna skip that. We're gonna head back down, see what else the town has to offer. 940. Done. Oh, my legs are so shaky. We came upon 4 old colonial buildings that make up the Maniitsoq Museum. The colonial administrator's residence, bakery, brewery, supply stall with shop, and blubber house, among others, were all situated here. The museum provides a good insight into the former settlements and colonial period, and also contains an exhibition including traditional clothing, tools, and equipment used for hunting, fishing, and daily survival in the Arctic environment.
Walking through the town, you're constantly reminded how people adapt to the landscape. There's a tunnel carved straight through solid rock, connecting parts of town that would otherwise be a long climb. Maniitsoq is often called the Venice of Greenland, not because it has canals like Venice, but because water shapes everyday life here. There are no roads connecting it to other towns, so boats are essential for transport, fishing, and daily life. Wow, what a day so far. I think we've seen just about every angle of this town, from up on top of the rocks to down here by the ocean.
Instead of burying utilities underground, in Greenland, you'll likely find water and heating pipes above ground, insulated and easy to maintain in a place where frozen earth and bedrock make digging nearly impossible.
Head back to the ship.
Here we go.
Quite a ride, huh?
Oh, man.
Back on board the ship, we freshened up, enjoyed happy hour, and had one delicious dinner. It's time. I'm not even gonna smell it. I'm just gonna put it in my mouth.
Something about working to
Friends, really. Licorice. That was what I thought.
Voila.
Did you bring your stretchy pants to dinner? Looks like a whole cow. How you feeling?
Surprisingly good. This is delicious. Maybe I have another half pound in me. I don't know. That sounds weird. We arrived in Nuuk just as the sun rose over the mountains, giving us our first glimpses of Greenland's capital city. Nuuk is the largest city in Greenland. However, with a population of around 20,000, it's one of the smallest national capitals in the world. We stepped off the ship and onto a free shuttle bus to take us up the hill into the heart of the city. This is definitely walkable as well if you have time. Once off the bus, we walked a few short blocks to the waterfront. Man, are we getting lucky with the weather. It is glorious. I think
This is about as good as it gets here, according to their average forecast.
the average temp in the summer is 50, and I think we're going to hit 50 today, and we got full sun at the moment, so we're going to take advantage, stroll around the city, hit Old Town.
We got a couple highlights marked.
Yeah.
We're just self-guided tour today.
Yeah, so let's get going.
All right. The oldest part of Nuuk is often referred to as Old Nuuk or the Colonial Harbor area, the historic heart of the city. This district includes colorful Danish colonial-era buildings, older wooden houses, small streets, and historical landmarks facing the fjord. Key sites include Nuuk Cathedral, originally from the 19th century, the Hans Egede statue, and old trade buildings and warehouses. This area is a popular place to stroll and absorb the city's early history and picturesque waterfront.
We walked up the small hill next to the Nuuk Cathedral to view the statue of Hans Egede, the missionary who founded Nuuk in 1728, and to take in the amazing views.
see how cold this water is in Greenland.
Oh, that's not bad.
Feels like the Pacific in Washington State. It smells nice. Should have brought my swimsuit.
That's much colder than the Pacific. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know, I didn't feel that bad.
Like the North Atlantic, Arctic Ocean, I don't know, whatever this is called.
Oh yeah, and there's giant ice cubes out there.
Yeah, there are icebergs in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it's colder than in Washington State. We visited Greenland's National Museum and Archives, which is located right on the waterfront. The museum holds archaeological artifacts spanning thousands of years of Inuit history and features displays on Greenlandic culture, traditional clothing, and tools. We definitely recommend putting the museum on your list if you're planning a visit.
Nuuk's waterfront boardwalk is relatively short, about 1,000 feet or so, and is an easy 10-minute stroll.
We looped back into the heart of the city, and after a stop for some local beer, we did some shopping before heading back to the ship. By this time, the sun was out in full effect, and we hit the pool deck to soak up the rays.
Cannonball!
Gosh, look at this weather.
Yeah, it did. It was all overcast.
As we cruised out of port, we got our last views of Nuuk and the surrounding mountains and rocky terrain. Our final port of call in Greenland was Paamiut, and we arrived on a gray and chilly morning. Once again, we tendered into the small harbor and set off to explore the town.
Paamiut is a small town on the west coast with a population of around 1,200. It was founded in 1742 as a Danish trading post, and the town grew around fishing and fur trading. It has no road connections to other towns and is accessible only by plane or boat. This is our last port of call here in Greenland, and then we have 2 days at sea before we go to Iceland. So stay tuned for our next video in this series. We're going all the way around Iceland. We have 4 ports of call, and we're going to be staying in Reykjavik for a few more days. So lots of exciting things coming up. But to round out this video, we're gonna walk around Paamiut.
Not a lot to see, and it is Sunday, so a lot of things are closed, unfortunately. But at least a good viewpoint.
This is the smallest of the 3 villages that we visited. The capital yesterday, Nuuk, much bigger than this. And this is the coldest day we've had. I think it's maybe in the 40s Fahrenheit, low 40s, and there's
40s.
some wind chill factor going on there, and none of us brought gloves, so that was really smart. So we're gonna walk pretty fast through this town.
Yeah, great tip for Greenland. No matter what month of the year, bring gloves, bring warm clothes.
We're here in August, so just because it's summer, it's not warm.
Yeah, the average temps up here in August are 50.
Yeah, this is just like another bigger grocery store, looks like.
We got everything.
Well, we've come into this store. We kind of equate it to maybe like a Target or Walmart where you can kind of get everything in here. It's obviously much smaller. And we are getting gloves.
Yeah, this is great. You know, if you need a bag of chips or some salsa or a washer dryer or a water tank, TV, they have it all here.
I think we have made our way to, I would call this maybe the center of town. There's, I guess you'd call it a roundabout. We've got a church, there's the museum, there's a mud house. We're gonna go take a look at that in a little bit here, but I think first we're gonna head into the church now that we've got our gloves. Check that out. The Fredens or Church of Peace, built in 1909 in a Nordic wooden church style, is one of the town's most beautiful historic buildings. Inside, you'll find traditional wooden pews and simple altar art. Near the center of town, the local museum preserves a traditional Inuit sod house showing how people lived in Greenland long ago. Such huts were built partially dug into the ground with walls and roofs covered in grass, providing insulation from Arctic conditions.
Before heading back to the tender, we climbed the short staircase to the watchtower for panoramic views of the city and coastline. As the ship got underway, we were treated to our first up-close views of giant icebergs.
That thing looks like about 30 foot high at least.
Yeah.
The tiny black flecks on top are birds to give you a sense of scale.
Our final day of cruising in Greenland would take us through the Prince Christian Sound, one of Greenland's most spectacular natural waterways.
As we entered the sound, the wind seemed to pick up even more and the wind chill was well below freezing. However, there was no way the weather was going to keep us from these once-in-a-lifetime views.
Steep, rugged mountains rise thousands of feet above the sound on both sides, creating dramatic scenery. Numerous glaciers descend from the Greenland ice sheet into the sound and calve icebergs that drift through the channel.
During the summer months, Prince Christian Sound has become a highlight destination on Greenland cruise itineraries, offering passengers scenic cruising through its dramatic landscapes. It also serves as a more sheltered route instead of rounding the southernmost point of Greenland around Cape Farewell.
Our sister ship entered the sound earlier in the morning and found that up ahead there were just too many icebergs to safely pass through, so unfortunately we had to turn around. But even the short time we were able to spend in the sound was incredible. Passing by a ship as large as ours gives you a sense of the scale of these incredible mountains.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about this cruise or any other places we visited, let us know in the comments section. In our next video, we'll be visiting 4 ports of call in Iceland, cruising completely around the island. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that adventure.